Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video we are going to be reviewing the recently released Netflix movie Sightless. Now this was released in the States all the way back in September 2020 and I have been eagerly awaiting it to be released in the UK, and it's finally been released on Netflix as they have acquired the international distribution rights, which is absolutely brilliant. Now this is a psychological thriller movie that really has you questioning reality and your perception of reality, and has brilliant performances by Madelaine Petsch and Alexander Koch. Now this is a bit of a creepy and spooky horror-based movie that has got a little bit of a whodunit vibe in there as well. Now it is a decent film. I was just expecting a little bit more from it, based upon the fact that I've been waiting for so long from it. And when I first saw the trailer on Madelaine's Instagram page, I just thought this film looks absolutely brilliant. And it is good, but like I said, I was just expecting a little bit more from it, which I'm going to be breaking down for you in this movie review. So from a storyline point of view, it is centered around a character called Ellen Ashland, who unfortunately is involved in a very horrific encounter that results in her losing her eyesight, and then leads her to rehabilitate herself in an apartment with her caretaker, Clayton. In her apartment, she hears domestic abuse of her neighbour coming from the vent in between the two flats. Ellen is then involved in a number of very disturbing and unsettling encounters, and the film then explores what's really going on with Ellen, who did this to her, and whether or not she can make it out alive. So from a cast and characters point of view, the cast of this film is actually really small, but they all give such brilliant performances in this film, and the dialogue between all of the different characters is really great. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have Madelaine Petsch, who brilliantly plays the character of Ellen Ashland. She's so believable in the role. Obviously it's really tragic what happened to the Ellen character, and Madelaine just does such a good job in really bringing the character to life. You're really with this character as she's piecing all of the clues together, as she's accustomizing herself to her new reality, as she's uncovering all of the truth about what's really happening to her, all of the terrifying encounters that she's having, her perception on the whole situation. Everything from this character's point of view is so great, and Madelaine Petsch just does a brilliant job in bringing it all to life. Next up we have Alexander Koch, who plays the caretaker character Clayton. He is the only person that the Ellen Ashland character can trust, and he is really helping her come to terms with her new situation. We then have her neighbour, who is called Lana, and she's a bit of an intriguing character. You don't really know what to make of her, but she tells the Ellen character that she can't trust anyone. We then have Lana's abusive husband, who Ellen runs into on a couple of different situations, so that's a bit terrifying for the Ellen character. And we then also have Ellen's detective and Ellen's nurse as well. So from a cast and characters point of view, whilst the cast is really small in this movie, they definitely do brilliant performances and is really effective for this movie. So from a visuals point of view, Sightless is very well shot. I absolutely love the cinematography style that they had in this film. So everything that you see in this film is definitely depicted through Ellen's perception of what reality is. But I really like how they quickly flip to what is actually real when the audience discovers this, and when Ellen discovers this as well, and how this little change is shown through this film, I thought was really great. All of the flashbacks about what happened to Ellen in her past were done really well, and they were really creepy as well. I would say this film does feel a little bit low budget, but it works really well for the story narrative that they're trying to tell. I would say it would have been nice if the final chase sequence in the third and final act was done for a little bit longer, as that was really where the excitement was at its highest. But that being said, from a visuals point of view overall, I think is really great in this movie. So from a comparison point of view, I definitely think Sightless has taken a lot of inspiration from other movies out there. So the first one I think is definitely Shutter Island, in terms of what your perception is of reality and then what reality actually is. I think Nocturne, definitely in terms of the horror and the musical side of that film, and definitely Secret Obsession in terms of the twist right at the end. In terms of the Riverdale cast solo projects, so Madelaine Petsch with Sightless, Lily Reinhardt with Chemical Hearts, KJ Apple with Songbird, Cole Sprouse with 5 Feet Apart, and Camilla Mendes with Dangerous Lies, I would definitely say that Camila Mendes' Dangerous Lies is definitely the best one from all of these 5 films. But you know, that being said, from a comparison point of view, Sightless is definitely worth watching if you haven't seen it already. So overall, I'd say, you know, Sightless is a great psychological thriller movie. I absolutely love the twist at the end, and the performances were just absolutely brilliant by all of the actors. In particular, Madelaine Petsch did a really, really great job in really bringing the Ellen Ashland character to life. You really believe the tragic scenario that this character was under, and the way that she navigated it, and the brilliant stuff that she did in the final act was just absolutely groundbreaking. Like I said right in the beginning, I was expecting a little bit more from this movie, and I was pleasantly surprised, as I thought it would have gone down a very different path than what it actually did do. But you know, for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Sightless a solid 5 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.